Trial
Hello,
version.
creators. This is Tracy with Craft a Simple Life. Back to you.
Trial
Hope
version.
This live stream is working much better than the other one. Yes, looks like I have two cameras, which is lovely. Okay, so
Trial
tonight we're
version.
going to go through some all things hexy. We are starting on Monday, March 1st, 2021.
Trial version.
With the 100 Hexy 100 Hexy's 100 Day Challenge. And
Trial
that
version.
is hosted by, on Instagram, if you want to follow, So Foxy Mama, SEWFOXY
Trial version.
MAMA. That's who's hosting this. And so
Trial
I wanted to go
version.
through and just do some basics of hexagons and where you can start and
Trial
how,
version.
You know, it's much easier than you think it's going to be. This is my lovely cohort.
Trial version.
Dudley saying hello and wanting to play, and my daughter's in the corner here too, because of course she needs to be
Trial version
nosy as well.
Yeah.
So hexagons. Obviously, I've got a whole bunch of them out here right now.
Trial version.
And I wanted to go through how to prepare your hexagons, how to prepare your
Trial
fabric,
version.
and how to cut your hexagons, and how to cut, and then how to eventually sew them together.
Trial version.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Back off, please.
Trial version.
I know, and I love you, but go away. So, hexagons.
Trial
The
version.
biggest thing that I find people have struggle with when they are first starting out and getting templates, particularly
version.
purchasing templates from pre-made templates, it's how to measure the
Trial
hexagon.
version.
So the biggest thing with how to measure a hexagon is you're going from corner to corner of one flat side.
Trial version.
However long that one flat side is, that is how big your hexagon is.
Trial
So in
version.
this case, my hexagon from here to here is 1 inch. So therefore, these are considered 1
Trial
inch
version.
hexies. So there are lots of places to get,
Trial version.
bless you,
Thank you.
lots of places to get paper pieces. You can go on Etsy.
Trial version.
You can go on paperpieces.com. You can cut your own. There's lots of different files.
Trial
different
version.
places. If you have a Cricut, you can cut them yourself. There's SVG files for
Trial version.
hexagons, which is a nice way to do it if you already have your own Cricut.
Trial version.
Use your products. The other thing that I have invested in recently
Trial
are these
version.
plastic templates. Now these ones are from Ormcraft. That is a Canadian
Trial version.
shop. And not expensive at all, but they're obviously continuously reusable.
Trial
so
version.
There's a cutout in the middle here, so I just put a pin through it, and then that way when I'm basting it doesn't move around.
Trial version.
You can glue baste, or
Trial
you
version.
can stitch baste, which I've been sort of playing with both of them. So it's really a
Trial
matter of
version.
what do you feel more comfortable with, and what do you feel is going to be as portable as you
Trial
want it to be.
version.
So, the easiest, if you're doing 1 inch hexagons, the
Trial
easiest way
version.
to get started is actually one of these itty bitty mini charm packs. This is a Kona
Trial version.
mini charm squares. These are 2.5 by 2.5. The other way that you can get them is from jelly rolls.
Trial version.
If you do a jelly roll, you can cut them up into the 2.5 pieces. There's lots of things online. I
Trial
purchased,
version.
a template set, which is actually 8 different sizes from So Easy.
Trial version.
And they are sized and then have an extra 1/4 inch
Trial
for
version.
your seam allowance to wrap it around. So, for example, my 1 inch hexies,
Trial
these
version.
were very roughly cut before I got these. But you can see that that template would fit
Trial
right
version.
on top of there. And then you could use your rotary cutter just to cut around the edge nice and quick. Lots
Trial
of people
version.
like the cutting boards that
Trial version.
because it does make it nice and easy to go around and you're not cutting against yourself.
Trial
And
version.
there's also, if you are doing thread basting, there's two ways to do the thread basting. One is to go right
Trial
through
version.
the paper, and the other one is to do just the fabric itself.
Trial version.
When I first started, I started with freezer paper. So
Trial
not
version.
always available, I have found out. In the US, apparently, it's pretty common. It's called butcher
Trial
paper.
version.
On one side, it's just regular paper, and then on the other side, it has a little plastic film on it.
Trial
You
version.
can actually take that plastic film, put it directly onto your fabric, and you can iron
Trial
it,
version.
and it will actually stick there. So this is actually stuck on just by ironing it to the fabric.
Trial version.
That way it's nice and easy to fold your seam allowance around and just
Trial version.
When you're basting, you want to use inexpensive thread. So what I did
Trial
is I
version.
just got some pre-wound bobbins in colors that don't really match what I'm using right now.
Trial
And I
version.
just pull off an arm's length, just an arm's length. I can usually get 2 or 3
Trial version.
pieces basted on one arm's length of thread.
Trial
And
version.
Yes. Abby, you have something to say?
How do you
Trial version.
like fold these?
How do you fold them? So
Yeah.
you're folding the fabric around
Trial version.
the edge of the hexagon. So you're gonna literally fold it over and get it up as snug against the
Trial
paper
version.
as you can. So that's why it's called paper piecing, because you actually wrap it around a piece of paper. I just cheat.
Trial
'cause I'm using
version.
The plastic.
Right.
Right?
Don't you have like 120 of like a plastic sheet?
I
Trial
do have
version.
120 of the hexagons, so I'm ready for our 100 hexagons in 100 days.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some more than that
Trial
done,
version.
which would be lovely. So when you are going through this, I have this one already.
Trial version.
You just ripped him up. Ugh.
So thread. Sorry, my hands are not doing
Trial
so
version.
wonderfully today. So I literally just put a quilter's knot in the end, poke it through,
Trial version.
and then bring it back up again through the paper and through
Trial
the fabric.
version.
And then that's one corner completely done. And then you fold the next.
Trial version.
Now, couple things about when you're basting. Ideally, if you are right-handed,
Trial version.
you want to always baste in the same direction. Ideally, if you're right-handed, you want to start on the
Trial
right
version.
and work your way to the left. That is the same for when you're actually doing your sewing. You
Trial
want to
version.
Start on the right if you're right-handed and move to the left. If you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite, obviously.
Trial
Not
version.
obviously, but you never know. And that would go the same for applique. If you've had problems
Trial
in the
version.
past with applique, I heard one teacher, I can't remember exactly who it was, one teacher was mentioning usually
Trial version.
if you've had problems with doing applique and you found it frustrating, a lot of times
Trial
it's because
version.
you're doing it the opposite way. You're trying to go you're trying to go clockwise when you're right-handed or the opposite.
Trial version.
So try switching. Try going counterclockwise if you're right-handed, clockwise if you're left-handed.
Trial
And then
version.
The other way to do it is literally just to pick up the fabric. All the layers of the fabric
Trial
on
version.
the corner. If it's a larger size hexagon, you're going to want to do
Trial
middle stitches
version.
as well. So picking up in the middle here instead of just on the edges.
Trial
My
version.
basic supplies for English paper piecing. The templates,
Trial version.
which you can cut out yourself, like I said, or through Cricut, or whichever way, if you want to get the
Trial
templates
version.
through Ormcraft. By the way, that is a Canadian company. They are a family-owned company, so
Trial
if you
version.
support Canadian. That'd be great if you are Canadian as well. And
Trial version.
oh, so week 1, our theme for week 1 for 100 hexes in 100
Trial version.
days. So the first 7 days, it is sewist's choice. So whichever
Trial
whatever
version.
theme that you would like to do, maybe about you. That's sort of what I'm going to do. Talk about me. show it on the Instagram.
Trial version.
And my Instagram is also Craft a Simple Life, so please feel free to follow me there as well. And you can just see, and
Trial
that
version.
is, without me paying attention, that is one hexagon
Trial version.
pasted. And then I just clip off the edge. I don't even tie it, but I literally
Oh,
just clip off
sorry.
the edge.
Trial
If I can get
version.
my scissors back from the kid.
Sorry.
And I just leave it there. So what happens later, you can
Trial
just see
version.
the stitches coming through on the other side where I did it. But later on you actually snip these and you can pull them.
Trial
And then they
version.
won't be visible. And then you actually pull the papers out as well at the end. So
Trial version.
I have a couple samples here of stuff that I've done already.
Oh, wait.
They are
Oh,
not
these are so
all hexagon. This
Trial
is my
version.
hexagon one that I started with. This is the very, very first thing that I ever did through EPP. And
Trial
I
version.
hand quilted it as well. You can see around here, I did all that hand quilting, which
What is this stuff?
Trial version.
is very, very, it's time consuming, but slow stitching is the name of the
Trial
game with
version.
EPP. So I completely put this together with the batting
Oh, the batting.
and the
Right.
backing.
Trial
so you can actually
version.
see my stitching on the back here, which I was sort of like, I'm hand stitching it. I want you to know that I'm hand stitching it. Now
Trial
you can see
version.
that I'm hand stitching it. So that's why I like that one. So I'm going to actually, for the first week, I'm going to add
Trial
to this
version.
because I want to make it a little bit wider because I'd like to make it into a placemat that I can use for when I'm
Trial
on
version.
air with you guys. So week 2
Which is this one that she's making.
Trial
Yes,
version.
This is new ones for this thing. Week 2, the theme for week 2 is treasures.
Trial version.
So for treasures, I am going to use the
Trial
the treasure
version.
of the world, which is our Stonehenge. So this is the fabric line is through Northcott. So
Trial
these
version.
are 5-inch charm squares. And I'm going to basically cut them into
Trial
4
version.
so I can use them. And I decided to go with Stonehenge because it's a natural wonder, or not natural, but a man-made
Trial
wonder,
version.
wonder of the world. So I thought that would be a great treasure to use.
Trial version.
The other child is here.
Oh yes, the other child has decided to enlist. So I am
Trial
a single
version.
mom. I have 2 kids, clearly, and a dog and a cat in the other room that hides
cat.
because the cat and the dog don't get along.
Trial version.
So yeah,
Trial
I'm not
version.
sure where else to go.
She's single. She's ready to mingle.
Am I ready? to
Trial
mingle?
version.
I don't know. Are you?
No.
Okay.
Trial
Okay,
version.
so I will show you as well. I've been working on this project,
That's really
which
pretty.
is an elongated hexie.
Trial version.
And then I put in the corners. And then in this one, you can see that I've left the papers in.
Trial version.
I have not removed them yet. I glue basted almost all of these, except for this one. This is the only one that I actually took
Trial
the paper
version.
out of to see how easy it was to get the paper out of. And then this is the
Trial
most
version.
recent block that I did. And for this one, for this first block, I did flat back stitching.
Trial version.
Eventually, I will show you guys that. I'll do that on the next live stream. I'm planning to stream again on Sunday for Sunday Stitches.
Trial
just
version.
So everybody knows. This is the second one that I did. As I did it in a ladder stitch.
Trial version.
So what you do is you put the 2 pre-made
Trial version.
hexagons together. You hold them, and then you're going to sew from one edge to the next. And then when you
Trial
open
version.
them, they'll be sewn together. So that's the basics of how you're going to sew them together once you get all your hexies ready to go.
Trial version.
Like I said, on this one I did remove all the papers, or most of the papers. Once you are done
Trial
stitching
version.
every single side that is available, you are able to remove them. You don't have
Trial
to,
version.
but typically it does. It is especially when you're doing the ladder stitch, it is much easier
Trial version.
to maneuver the fabric if you are removing the papers. So because you can
Trial
basically
version.
scrunch it up, and then this is the one I'm working on, and you can just work on that one.
Trial
I
version.
really like both of them because I can't believe I could probably never be as patient as you are
Trial
to
version.
do this.
Oh, you probably could. Okay, maybe not you. But anyways.
Trial version.
That's why I'm like so amazed
Maybe you.
how to do this and how you do this.
So the really
Trial
cool
version.
thing that it took me a while, and I'm sorry that I'm that slow, but each day, if you do a hexagon,
Trial
so
version.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Trial version.
7. So a week is worth of hexagons for our 100 hexy challenge.
Trial version.
Makes one flower. So that's the fun part of that. So over the next however many weeks, can't
Trial
remember
version.
exactly, 14 weeks I think it is, you'll have made that many flowers if that's the way you want to do it, or if you want to do
Trial
it
version.
you can do it that way as well, which is like how I did it here. So yeah, please feel free to leave comments.
Trial version.
In leave comments for me. I will pay attention to them for the next little while, and I will respond to them if you have
Trial
any questions.
version.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Please like this video
Trial
and
version.
subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and particularly take a look and watch for my live stream this Sunday.
Trial version.
Apparently, we're turning on lights now.
Well, because I didn't know you were doing it
Trial
this
version.
early.
So, sorry. Forgive the interruptions.
But like,
Trial
now
version.
It's way better.
Yes. Anyways, take care, and have a great night.
Trial version. Trial version.